All right, we're going live here. Hopefully the microphone is working. I had a little trouble setting that up. We've got a tornado watch that has just been issued for parts of our viewing area. Let's go over here and we're going to shift around a little bit. We're going to move things out and we'll show you where the tornado watch is. See that big old purple box? That's where we have our tornado watch box in effect. It does include Stark County, Mahoning County, Trumbull County, Ashtabula County, the Dover-Newt-Philly area, so it's Tuscarawas County. We also have included in there Columbiana and Carroll counties until 8 p.m. Tornado watch in effect. And here's why. We got a line of strong to severe storms already lining up. Again, primarily south and east of greater Cleveland, even Akron now. It looks like the thundery weather is to your south and east. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning just issued for Carroll County. As you can see, we're going to zoom in on that one. Boom, 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 boom. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to pull up some comments here. There you go. We got Roxy and Love You Pugs. We got folks on Instagram. We got folks on YouTube. Here, one thing I have to do is I have to click go live for Instagram. So Instagram's going to go live here too. There we go. We're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Mark J. Weather. Cuyahoga Falls. There's Heather. Mary is here. Love that. And they're coming on in. Everybody can hear. So once again, we're going to zoom on in. We're going to show you this severe thunderstorm warning right here. This is until 2:30 p.m. for Carroll County. You can see that line of strong to severe storms moving in toward the Dover-Newt-Philly area, moving into Youngstown now, just out of Ashtabula County. And of course, our first tornado warning was issued just to the east of Columbus, and that has expired for this cell here. I'll zoom on in. Not in the viewing area yet. There it is. Severe thunderstorm warnings out. We had a tornado warning out on this for the Pleasantville area right in here just a little while ago. These storms are moving toward the north and east, and they're moving very, very quickly at about 55 miles per hour. Audrey from Orville. How's the weather in Cuyahoga Falls? Says Heather. Well, let's bring you up here, Heather. Let's bring you up here. So here's Heather. How's the weather in Cuyahoga Falls? The good news is Cuyahoga Falls, you're going to have rain and thunderstorms, but the severe weather looks to be just to your east. So here's our first severe thunderstorm warning we're going to go into. This is right over Carrollton. There could be some hail in there. You can see that hail core is right over Carroll County right now, right over Carrollton. This thing is moving very, very quickly. It's moving toward the north and east at, what does it say, 37 miles per hour. All right, radar indicated high wind gusts to 60 miles per hour there. I want to slide in toward Canton. These storms have no warnings on them yet. They got elongated shapes, so it tells you we've got a lot of spin in the atmosphere. We do have our tornado warning in effect, our tornado watch in effect until 8 p.m. this evening. We're not going to really need it for that long. Let's see. Nora says, finally got our power on. Now it's pouring in high winds in Newton Falls. Absolutely. Love hearing that. Stay safe, everybody. So there's your severe thunderstorm warning. We've got other storms, thunderstorms lined up now from Trumbull County into the downtown Canton area. Let's show you Canton, Stark County. We've got some heavy rainfall there. Moving in toward Beach City as well. Brewster, Strasburg, Mineral City, Bolivar into Tuscarawas County. There you have that. Sugar Creek got some heavier rains. Another cell moving out of Millersburg here. Strong cell, perhaps with a little bit of hail in that. Others moving in toward Coshocton. Here's that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's show you that one. This one's in effect until 2:30. Storm is moving north and east at about 41 miles per hour. 1 1/4 inch hail possible in this thunderstorm. And once again, you see this elongated cell. Tells you we've got some spin. If we were going to see a tornado on it, we would look down to the bottom edge here. Keep an eye on that bottom edge. And then we've got other cells, severe cells that are just out of the viewing area moving up towards Zanesville. And again, motion is toward the north and east very quickly, anywhere from 35 to 50 miles per hour. There is your tornado watch box in purple. Let's put it into motion. We are not experiencing severe weather for Cleveland. That's good. Lorain County, you're out of the woods here. All right, you're out of the woods for severe weather. Oh, we got a tornado possible on that one. Do 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 do. That was just added. So let's show you that one again. Did I see a tornado possible? Right, there's a tornado possible in this one down here moving in toward Coshocton. So that's that little spin, that little tail on that storm I was telling you about. So right down in here, watch my cursor. Right in there, you got a little tail. So this severe thunderstorm has a tornado possible tag on it. There's not a tornado warning for it yet, but it says tornado possible. Welcome back to Live Weather. Thank you, Jane. Ohio City waiting on the thunder, says Annette. How are we looking for Canton? Well, right now, Amy, the storms are moving in to Stark County, right up in here. They're right over downtown Canton. The nearest severe storm is over Carroll County there. I want to see if they added a tornado possible to that one. No, they did not. Maximum winds about 60 miles per hour. Pardon me, I'm a little stuffy today. I don't know what it is. It's too early for allergy season, but my nose is full. So if I tend to squeak a little bit, Peter Brady on you, you know. How about Millersburg? Well, Millersburg, that storm is just moving right here, just off to your east. It's over Route 62, traveling the 39 corridor as well, sliding toward the north and east, almost into the tornado watch area. Beach City, you got some heavy weather over you, a lot of thundery weather, some heavy rainfall. No tornadoes in these storms in Stark County, but you are under a tornado watch. Here is Carroll County. You got a severe thunderstorm warning until 2:30. We'll slide on down into Coshocton County, where this is a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning right in here, moving north and east at 37 miles per hour. It's radar indicated hail to 1 inch. Let's wait a minute. That's 1.25 inches, inch and a quarter. There it is. And again, you see that little tornado possible, little tag on it right there. Follow my cursor. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust potentially. We're going to watch this one very carefully. Other storms down to our south here. This one that's moving up toward Rossville, toward Zanesville, that had a tornado warning on it just a few minutes ago. No longer a tornado warned storm, but let's see if it's got a tornado possible on it. Nope, no tornado possible tag on that. All right, that's fine with me. Don't need it. Zoom on out one more time. Tornado watch, which means conditions are right for potential tornadoes to drop out of any thunderstorm. That is in effect until 8 p.m. for Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, Columbiana, Carroll, Tuscarawas, and Stark counties. Now, the good news about these storms, Greater Cleveland, I think you're good. For severe weather, you got rain and thunder still coming your way. Akron, it looks like the storms are just past you now, so we're going to sound the all clear for Akron and Summit County. But you can see back to the west, we still have some rainy activity, some thunderstorm activity as well. Look at how many folks we have with us. This is great. Keep commenting, keep liking, please, and keep sharing. How is it looking for? Let's bring these comments up here. Let's bring these. Wait a minute. This is Keith. Lost a tree about an hour ago. It's blocking the only entrance to safety to get my husband in and out as he is paralyzed and nonverbal. I am so sorry to hear this. Jen, so sorry to hear that. Where are you, Jen? And when did you lose that tree? From a thunderstorm that came through? So we're already seeing reports of damage. Jen is going to tell us where she is right now. Near Minerva, it's coming my way. It's pretty much over you right now in Minerva and Stark County. Pretty much over you. Let's see. It's clearing in Brimfield at the moment. Hope it stays that way. I think you're going to get some more. You're going to get some more rain and some rumbles of thunder, but I think the severe weather threat is by. Katrina says all clear in Green and Summit County. Right. Storms are off to your east and southeast. But again, these are pretty potent storms, and they're going to increase in intensity as we move through the afternoon. So, Jen, do you need help? We can load up and come, says Roxy. Wait a minute. This is great. I love having viewers helping out. Roxy says, Jen, do you need some help? We can load up and come get that tree moved. Roxy, please do. Please do. And please send me some pictures to Mark J. Weather so I can give you kudos on that. Jen, are you still with us here? I want to know where you are. Suzanne, just got a tornado warning, but don't know where is the location. Suzanne, where are you? Is this Suzanne or Martin? Where are you right now? I can tell you right away if I know where you are. Sun is out, no rain in Suffield. Woohoo! From YouTube, how about Atwood Lake? Atwood Lake, you're right in the crosshairs. I'm going to show you Atwood Lake, which is right down in here, right down in this area here. Unfortunately, this is just to the north of Cambridge. Right in this area is Atwood Lake near Cambridge. And you've got these severe thunder cells that are moving towards Zanesville, and they're going to head right up toward Atwood Lake. Right up toward Atwood Lake. Okay, Suzanne, you're in Carroll County. Carroll County, it's coming your way. Carroll County is in the tornado watch. I'm going to slide on up. There is Carroll County, although the severe thunderstorm warning for you is sliding north and east and out of here, but still some 60-mile-an-hour winds. So you had a tree fall down from that storm, Suzanne, Martin? Okay. All right, let's hide that current one. North of Minerva, homeward to south of Alliance. How are we looking? How are you looking? You are, the one storm is by you, but you got another round of storms that are still to come that are moving in toward Dover, New Philly right now. And the ones moving out of Coshocton are the ones that concern me the most. This one, I'm going to show it to you. This one's moving through Coshocton right now. If you zoom on this one, you see it almost looks like a letter S. You see how it curves right there? This is going to be your worst storm. This is going to be your feisty storm right here. It's already had a tornado warning on it. No longer has a tornado warning on it, but it is still, look at the spin on this thing. It almost, you can almost draw it into an S. So you've got some mid-level winds being pulled down right into this area, sliding into Dresden. And then you've got some inflow coming in from the east that's up here toward Conesville. And again, it's forming this little S, almost looks like a dinosaur head, right? That's the one we're going to watch very, very carefully as it slides up toward Newcomerstown, Dover, New Philly, Janaden-Hutton, eventually into maybe Minerva and Carrollton again, Sherrodsville, those areas there. Also, look at this guy. Look at this one here. Again, you can almost draw an S out of this, the one that's near Beach City. See this one? This is moving into Stark County. This one here is looking like it's spinning. It's a mesocyclone, so it's doing some spin right there. And those are the ones you watch very, very carefully for the worst wind gusts and for potential tornadic activity. How about Lake County, Andy? Lake County no longer under a tornado threat. That's good news, but severe weather, even your severe weather threat is minimal. I think you got rain and thunder and wind gusts above 40 miles an hour coming through the evening hours, okay? Brandon and Cheryl, raining pretty good here in Bolivar. Winds picking up. The sky is going dark. Absolutely. Tricia, Dover, New Philly, thanks for checking in. I love all of the folks that we have, not only on Facebook, but also on YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn. So you can comment on any of those platforms on this feed, and we will be able to see you and answer you. Orwell, good news for Orwell. The worst is by you. All right, we're going to zoom on out. I don't want to ignore anybody, so here we go. We're going to take a wide, and then we're going to show the motion of these storms. So we have two severe thunderstorm warnings now. The one is moving out of Carroll County, moving into Columbiana County. The other one is moving into Coshocton County, now headed toward Dover, New Philly. So there's a wider view here. Let's put this into motion. What do you think of the live? I'm so glad to be back doing live, and we're going to do this all summer long. We're going to do this all summer long. Of course, the 3 weather team is all involved. We got Betsy Kling doing live now on our digital platforms as well. We had Anthony in earlier this morning, kind of getting things ready for these severe thunderstorms. Matt Wins yesterday did as well. Jessica is in for the afternoon and evening shows on broadcast on the Channel 3 side of things. So we're covering all of your bases where you are. And I know it's a Saturday, it's warm, and people want to be outside. They got things to do. But running at the bottom of the screen right there is our tornado watch information until 8 p.m. Stark, Mahoning, Ashtabula, Trumbull, Tuscarawas, Carroll, Columbiana, and Coshocton counties, all under that tornado watch until 8 p.m. this Saturday evening. We're not going to need it that long, but of course it's given us plenty of time. And the tornado watch is what appears on the screen there in that kind of bluish purpley box. And inside that tornado watch box, we've got a few severe thunderstorm warnings, as I've been pointing out. Movement of all of these storms toward the north and east between 35 and 45 miles per hour. They could easily start to accelerate. Straight line wind damage, definitely a possibility. And now some of these storms appear to be producing some hail. So we've got some potential large hail there, 1 inch in diameter, maybe even larger. And of course, the tornado threat is there for many of these spinning thunderstorms. So I want to, let's stop it here. Let's go up into Stark County. Some good thunderstorm activity in Stark County. We got this cell here near Brewster, right along the 212, Beach City, Route 62 and 250, where they come together. Got some heavy rain, but look at the shape of that, almost kidney bean or S-curve shape. That's a spinning mesocyclone, all right? A spinning mesocyclone. If there's going to be a tornado produced, we watch for those kind of storms right there. So this one over Beach City, we're watching. This one here, an elongated S-curve. That one's very, very interesting. That's moving out of Canton over toward Louisville, moving up toward Alliance, East Canton, Robertsville in there, eventually in toward Minerva. So we got 2 cells that are moving into Stark County that look very, very interesting. Of course, we still have our severe thunderstorm warned storm right here. Carroll County moving into Columbiana County. Tornado possible tag on that. You see right here where my cursor is. It's a tornado possible tag. All right. So you've got Salineville in there, Glenmore, Calcutta, Rogers, Ohioville, and East Palestine. You're all under the gun for that storm moving in toward Lisbon as well within the next, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes, moving north and east, and then it'll be out of here. But the storms behind it, feisty as well. Very, very feisty. Let's slide on north into Trumbull County. How about Cortland and Warren? Jamestown, Pennsylvania. These are strong cells producing wind gusts above 40 miles per hour right here into the Warren area. The Warren area here, there's a little tiny, maybe some small hail in there, but not a whole lot. The hail detection probability is about 10%. Youngstown, you got some rain and some rumbles of thunder. That's it. We'll slide on down. We're keeping an eye on this Coshocton storm. Again, this one, another mesocyclone, another spinning, rotating mesocyclone. Y'all with me here? Williamsfield, southern Ashtabula County. Rain came, but didn't last very long. Love that. Let's show you. Bring it. I love your comments. Keep them coming. I can show them right on my screen here. I can show them right on my screen. Right there. Here's Peggy from YouTube. Love it. Thank you for being here. Are we going to get any storms in Portage County? Again, from our YouTube channel, Mark J. Weather. Let's go up here to Portage. So here's Ravenna, Garrettsville. The worst of the storms are to your east. You've got some rain with some possible thunder off to the west, but right now you're into a dry pattern. The worst of the storms are to your south and should stay south and east of you. So good question there. Let's see what we got. Thanks for the info. Looking forward to it. Love it. Glad you're all here. How is Massillon looking? Well, Massillon, you got those storms right over you, but the worst appears to be this storm cell that's moving into East Canton. And of course, you've got this other little kidney bean storm that's down toward Brewster and Strasburg. This one is one that we keep a very close eye on. It's a spinning mesocyclone. And when those hit, you watch carefully because we are under a tornado watch in Stark County. Love the live. Do we need to have any concern in Lorain County today? No, just for some 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts and some potential heavy rain. That would be about it. What's the timeline for storms in Port Washington from the storms down around Coshocton County? Great question, Kyle. Let's go down here to Port Washington. All right, there's Port Washington. This cell right here, currently warned for a severe thunderstorm with a tornado possible tag on it, is moving your way. If I put a little bead on this, okay, storm ETA, Port Washington, it says 239. I think it's coming through sooner than that. I think you're in another I'm looking for another 15, 20 minutes for the Port Washington area. Okay. There it is. Another severe thunderstorm warning way down here for Fultonham. But all of these, again, are going to be moving north and east and affecting parts of our viewing area eventually. All right. So here's your worst 3 cells. Well, you got one here. Here's our worst. Well, we got to keep an eye on these up here. So these are strong thunderstorms stretching from Portland to Warren with wind gusts near 40 miles per hour, some heavy rain, maybe a tiny bit of hail, but not likely. The other severe thunderstorm warned storm is right here. This is moving into Salineville now. It's got a tornado possible tag on it as well. Tornado possible tag. So we keep a very close eye as this thing heads up to Lisbon. It's moving at about 37 miles per hour, headed toward Lisbon, East Palestine. Give it give it about 20 minutes, 25 minutes toward East Palestine. Columbiana, I'd be aware as well, but Lisbon's in the path. Glenmore, it'll go just to your north, the way things look. But there's a tornado possible tag on it. You can see right there. Radar indicated. Tiny bit of rotation. Let's see if we can see any rotation. Now, this is kind of over toward the Pittsburgh area. So we have to, let's show you some velocity if we could. Okay, so we've got a lot going on here. The greens and the reds together. Yeah, you watch those areas very, very carefully. Watch those areas very carefully. Look at this one near Mineral City. All right, you got a little red and green together there. Let's take a look down into the Coshocton area. It's getting a little far for our radar to see that far. I could switch to the Pittsburgh radar, but right now we're going to stick with it. So this one near Beach City and Strasburg, it's beginning to spin up. We're beginning to get a little tiny notch coming in here through Bolivar. Just watching this one carefully. This one near Mineral City again. Watch this one. This one, does it have a little tail on it? I'm going to check. Going to check here. Ready? Yeah, kind of right in here. See that red and green together? Mineral City, that area there. If I'm going to look for a spin up, it's going to drop right in here. There's not even a severe thunderstorm warning on it. That's a rotating supercell thunderstorm, but that's what we're going to watch. That's what we're going to watch. Bring it on back. So Stark County, some strong thunderstorms moving into Alliance, moving into Robertsville, East Canton, headed toward Minerva. This one near Strasburg, just out of Brewster. This one is Beach City, Bolivar. This one moving north and east will slide near downtown Canton and East Canton over the next 15 minutes or so. There's already storminess there, but you've got this cell coming in from the south. You've got this one near Mineral City in northeastern Tuscarawas County that's moving up toward Magnolia and Malvern. This has got a little hook on the bottom of it right in here. We showed you that there's a little bit of rotation on that little hook there. Okay, a little bit of rotation. Now we'll bring you back to the Coshocton storms. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning for this one. This goes until 2:45 p.m. This is radar indicated for hail size less than an inch, but it's 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. There's no tornado possible tag on this. But this one in effect until 2:45, moving up through Coshocton, eventually toward Port Washington, Stone Creek as well. Columbiana County timing. Well, here you go. I mean, you've got the stuff moving in toward Tuscarawas. You've got this supercell here that I don't like. It's starting to form that little hook on it there. You've got the Columbiana County storm that's trying to pull up toward East Palestine. It's got a tornado possible tag on that. There it is. It's sliding. It's moving at 37 miles per hour. Boom, toward East Palestine. Give it 15 minutes to East Palestine. This other cell near Waynesburg, and then this one behind it, moving into Bolivar. Those are spinning. Those are spinning. We have some rotation on those. All right, farther north toward Alliance. This looks generally straight line, even into Louisville, but we'll keep an eye on that as well. I'm going to turn on the velocity here real quick, and we'll see. I don't really see anything. Well, not a lot of tight coupling there. Again, this one near Mineral City, right in this area here. You can see the brighter greens next to the reds. We watched that one. Got a lot of red-green interaction here near Bolivar. That's the supercell that's kind of spinning around. And then, of course, a lot over here. If I switch to the Pittsburgh radar, we'd probably get a better bead on some of these storms. I'll do that in a little while, just a few minutes anyway. So you can see West Mayfield, Darlington, Enon Valley, East Palestine. It's headed your way. Rogers and Summitville. That's where it's moving toward. Here's the reflectivity. Let's go back. Boom. All right, there it is. Woo-hoo. So 1, 2, 3, 4 storms that we're really keeping a close eye on for our intents and purposes. These storms up here near Warren, going to slide north of the Youngstown area, north of Pola, north of Struthers. We'll watch the ones coming in from Alliance in Stark County that'll aim toward Youngstown, but that's going to be probably 40 minutes or so before it gets there. All right. So Columbiana County, you're getting your storm now. You got your severe thunderstorm, but then you have more that are coming in behind it. So you got clusters of cells, and these are starting to wrap a little bit more. Watch this one moving in just south of Canton. We have this one moving in toward Minerva, starting to tighten up in their spins. That's what you got to be careful of. Keeping an eye on the velocities here. Yeah, same thing. We really haven't seen a change in those velocities. Let's bring on our reflectivity. It's got to reload. It's got to reload, folks. Sometimes you just got to reload. The computer's got to catch up. Look at all the folks that are here. Thanks for the comments and the likes. Please keep hitting that like button. That tells the algorithm to share this to more people who may need the information. Okay, who need the information. Let's see. Okay, we got our hybrid scan on. Let's get it back here. There it is. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I need to show you right now. Anything I need to show you? I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I could try and switch to the Pittsburgh radar site and see if we can get some closer. If we can get anything closer. There's the Pittsburgh radar site. Let me just do an experiment. Bear with me because it's going to change things up a little bit. Oh, that was quick. Here we go. All right, so here's the Pittsburgh radar site. Now we're starting to see some of these storms a little bit better because they're closing in on the Pittsburgh radar. So here's this storm cell pulling out of Columbiana, or it's pulling in through Columbiana County. And again, a little bit of a tail down here towards Salineville, right in that area. Not really organized. They have not issued upstream for this. They have not issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for this cell across Columbiana County. So we'll see if they do that out of the Pittsburgh radar site. These storms near Canton, this one here coming out of Magnolia, moving toward Minerva. They're strong thunderstorms, no warnings on those, but they're supercells that are spinning. They're spinning just based on their shape. They're spinning. Other cells up here near Cortland and Warren, sliding north and east at about 40 miles per hour. All right. Down here, big old severe thunderstorms out of Coshocton, moving toward Newcomerstown. And this is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 2:45 p.m. This is a radar indicated hail threat and the wind threat of 60 miles per hour, potentially. I do want to check the velocities now because now we're out of the Pittsburgh radar site. So let's go over here and see. Not a lot of red-green couplets here. That's good news. That's really good news. We've got these down here. These look pretty good. No real concerning areas of rotation that I would jump on, which I like. Okay, that's good news. Even this one down here in Columbiana County, and they're not reissuing for a severe thunderstorm warning on that one. All right, they're not reissuing, so that's great news. Dina, a few raindrops in Jackson Township, brightening up. Good, Dina. Now, you're going to get more rain, more thunder, more wind gusts to 40 miles per hour coming in. The actual cold front doesn't arrive until after 8 p.m. tonight. Once we see that, that could bring in more wind gusts here. It's potentially a 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gust with any gusty shower that comes in with that cold front later on this evening, and that's for anybody. All right. Thanks, Cindy, for that comment. Appreciate it. Are you expecting anything severe for Willoughby today? Monica, that's what I was just chatting about. When the actual cold front comes through, that's when we could see some gusty rain showers bringing in some straight line winds of 40, 50 plus miles per hour. We're zooming on out. We're showing you the pattern here. We've got a local storm report coming in. This is near Carrollton. We have thunderstorm wind damage, a number of trees and power lines down across the city of Carrollton as that storm moved through. So we have our first storm report. And again, this occurred right around 1:52 p.m. My watch is 2:24. So that's about a half an hour ago. We had that damage report in Carrollton, right in here. Also, notice here we're getting a little, you see this little spinny right back in here? That is our mesocyclone spin. So that's the radar saying, all right, we're starting to get some concentration in our spin right in that area of the thunder cell. Right in that area. Again, so that's moving up toward Rogers, East Palestine, that area there. No additional warnings on that one. So that's very good news. We got our Canton storms here. We got our storms in Minerva. This one kind of elongating over Malvern. That's an interesting shape. But again, this one is a spinning supercell, a mini supercell. It's not very big, but it's there. This one behind it also showing some spin, nothing real concentrated yet. Moving out of Canton, Louisville, moving into East Canton. This one here, East Sparta, you're right on the southern edge of that cell. Southern edge. Let's get rid of that. Boom, 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 boom. It's all moving northeast at about 40 miles per hour. And these big ones down around Canton, these are pretty interesting. Newcomerstown about 230. Janadenhutton, you got 242. Tuscarawas, 244, 248 in Uricksville. That would be the worst of the cell coming in, okay? And you got another little spin showing up right here. See this, the meso detection? And another one down here. Look at this. We've got a brand new considerable severe thunderstorm warning on this one. Damage is, you got wind gusts to 70 miles per hour. The damage threat is considerable. And that one's moving up toward Norwich into Cambridge. Eventually, you know, it's going to graze southern Tuscarawas County. That's just outside our viewing area, but still there's a considerable damage tag on this one. And let's see up here. This one is still looking at a 60 mile an hour wind threat, but we'll be very carefully watching for any type of wind damage. Let's see if we can get some of the velocity on these. See if we can get some velocity. So, you know, you can run your cursor over here and you can see you've got these brighter green colors, these very bright green colors here. And let's see if we can measure some of these things. Okay. So there you have 62 mile per hour winds measured there off the Pittsburgh radar site. That's definitely a possibility. You got 50 to 62 mile an hour winds right in here. That's a 63 mile an hour wind gust. Let's see if we can get anything more, anything stronger in there. That's moving right up toward Port Washington right now. Moving right up toward Port Washington. You got some wind gusts in here. That one's is 89. I'm doubtful of that one. That's probably some bad data there. I don't see a considerable tag on that one. All right, we'll get rid of that. Let's bring this severe thunderstorm warning up. Yeah, it's still got a tornado possible tag on that one. Still got it near Conesville. Still has a tornado possible tag on that, okay? But considerable wind damage possible here with this severe thunder cell just to the south of Coshocton and Dresden. Farther north here, the storm cell has moved out of the severe thunderstorm warning area in Columbiana County, and there's been no additional warning issued for that cell moving up toward East Palestine. Good news there. This one near Minerva, still rotating. This one near Canton, still rotating. No warnings on that. These up here just to the east of Warren, about ready to cross into western Pennsylvania, moving in toward Youngstown. No warnings. You got strong thunderstorms there. Strong thunderstorms there. Is that going to hit Dover, New Philadelphia? Well, here's the Dover, New Philly area. Over in here, sorry. Here's Dover, New Philly. And this one coming up is going to clip New Philly. Definitely is. Midvale, Uhrichsville, Stone Creek's right in the path. Port Washington, it is just minutes away from you. It's over in Newcomerstown now. Here it is, moving into Port Washington. If you're in Port Washington, tell me what you're seeing and hearing, okay? Tell me what you're seeing and hearing. Is the current pattern of damaging winds? Let's see. Yeah, that's Mark. What about Wayne County? What about Wayne County? Wayne County, you're looking pretty good right now. Okay, you're looking pretty good. Let's zoom on out. We got to show Wayne County. Okay, there's the Millersburg area. There's the Worcester area. What you have coming your way is some moderate thunder showers that'll be moving your way and some wind gusts to near 40 miles per hour. The actual cold front's going to come in later on this evening between 8 and 10 p.m. And that could stir up some gusty thunder showers that could produce some 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts there. All right. This is our main severe threat right now. So our main severe weather threat is right here. Yeah, Christine, Lake and Geauga are safe until later on this evening when the actual cold front arrives, and that's when we're likely going to see some really gusty winds. So I tie my garbage cans down. The cold front itself is still off to the west. It's not even into western Ohio yet. So when that cold front begins to move in, then we'll have those gusty showers. But our tornado watch until 8 p.m., Ashtabula, Trumbull, Mahoning, Stark, Columbiana, Carroll, Tuscarawas, and Coshocton counties in our immediate 3 News viewing area. And again, we've got our entire weather team that's on it, posting all over the place. We got Betsy Klingon Digital. She's on air right now as well. We've got Jessica Van Meter, who's handling the 6 and 11 o'clock news shows. We had Anthony this morning. I know Matt Wins is involved as well, tweeting out stuff. So we've got you covered with our severe weather team in place. And any tornado warnings, I'll have them for you here. Right now, it looks decent. We got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings with a tornado possible tag on them. But so far, we have not seen any official tornado warnings, but it's something we're watching. And what's that big old blue strip across your screen? That is the actual tornado watch box right now, the tornado watch. And we had some damage. Trees and power lines came down in that severe thunderstorm across Carrollton in Carroll County. We have reports from law enforcement of that storm producing some serious wind damage there with trees and power lines going down. So our storms lining up now just to the storms in Trumbull County about ready to move out. I think most of Trumbull County is good. I think Ashtabula County, you're out of the woods for the tornado watch. All right, Ashtabula County, I can sound the all clear for you as far as tornadoes go. So that's great news there. We'll show you these cells now that are sliding through. Let's just do the jam right there. This is starting to curl up across Portage County. What do I mean by that? Well, watch this little spin right here. See that little spin? Right along Route 30 east of Canton. This one near Minerva is trying to get pulled into this thing. So we got 2 little cells here doing the dance. That one that's near Minerva, some of its energy is getting pulled in. And then this one's kind of trying to wrap around it. You see my cursor there? Trying to wrap around, which is really, really, really cool. All right. So we're going to watch those. They're spinning. No tornado warnings on them. Alliance, you're getting some heavy weather. No tornado warnings on any of these cells, but potential. You're in a tornado watch. The environment is conducive as you head up into the atmosphere. The winds are changing directions. So every thunderstorm that reaches up through this atmosphere where winds are changing directions with height, that causes the storm itself to spin like that as it goes up with height. And that's when you have an issue. Down here, you got these big old cells moving into Port Washington, Stone Creek. We got severe thunderstorm warnings out for Tuscarawas County until 2:45. Plainfield, Newcomerstown, Port Washington, Stone Creek. The rain is beginning to arrive in New Philadelphia. You may have some severe weather with that. A little bit of hail there. Probability of hail in the storm is 80%. An inch or larger hail is not likely, but you're seeing some hail right up here where you see this pink color. That's likely where your hail core is, okay? Right in that area. Moving in towards Stone Creek. Stone Creek. Farther to the south, these severe thunder cells moving in toward Cambridge. This one has a 70-mile-an-hour considerable damage tag on it. That means this cell here moving out of Zanesville, moving northeast. We'll see where it goes. This one will likely stay just to the south of our viewing area, but still considerable damage possible with this thunder cell. Where else do we need to go? Watching those Stark County cells are going to move into Columbiana County and Mahoning County very, very shortly. This new severe thunderstorm warning, they finally issued on this one. This one's got a little tail on it down here, little inflow. This looks like a flanking line cumulus cloud trying to build right there near my cursor. You can see that. It says 170. You can see that little blob of green. That's just like a flanking line cumulus cloud building. That tells me there's some strong inflow from the environment around this storm. It's pulling in moist, warm air right up into it, and it's putting a little notch in it. If I'm in Western Pennsylvania, I'm concerned about this storm. I think our best chance in the next 60 minutes for a tornado to spawn is in this cell right here. That's moving up toward Beaver Falls, eventually in toward the Newcastle, Interstate 79 area towards Slippery Rock. That's in Western PA. We're not going to cover that. But that, if there's a tornado that pops on that one, I would not be surprised. That one looks like it's got the best chance at developing a tornado. Others down here, looking okay so far. They're strong to severe. Straight line wind damage primarily right now, maybe some hail, and you got some torrential rainfall. Farther north toward Greater Cleveland and Mansfield and Ashland, up that I-71 corridor. It is very, very wet. You've got some moderate rain falling now. You've got wind gusts above 40 miles per hour. So driving that way, not going to be pleasant at all, but the severe weather threat is farther to the east and south. Greater Cleveland looks good out of the woods here. Akron, I think you're fine. Not quite ready to sound the all clear for Dover, New Philly yet. Canton, I'm close to saying you're all clear. Youngstown, close to sounding the all clear. And as soon as we get through these major cities, I mean, we breathe a little sigh of relief. We breathe a little sigh of relief. I love the little dance that these two storms are doing right up here in Stark County, moving into Mahoning County and Columbiana County. Look at these two cells. All right, look at these two cells. You got cell number one. I can't draw here for you. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to draw for you, okay? You can see this one cell near Alliance kind of wraps down around right here. And then this other cell that's pulling out of Minerva wraps up and in. And these two cells are doing a little dance. I'm going to see what happens here with these two. Are they going to combine their powers like Wonder Twin powers activate? Is that what they're going to do? Or are they going to just kind of cancel each other out and cause non-severe heavy rain? It'd be fun to see what happens with those. But again, if you look carefully at them as they're moving north and east, they're just kind of dancing, wrapping in around each other. They're just kind of, or this way. I'm trying to look at the camera. Very, very interesting. That one severe cell is moving into Western Pennsylvania And that's the one I think it's going to drop the potential tornado. Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised on that one. Other cells that are south are beginning to develop. Carroll County, again, moving up toward Columbiana County, you have these other cells here that are farther to the west that have severe weather warnings on them. One of them with a 70-mile-an-hour potential wind gust, causing a considerable damage tag on that. A couple of these cells also have tornado possible tags on them. Tornado possible tags. But we have not seen any official tornado warnings issued for anywhere in our area as of yet. And the farther we go here, I would say in the next 30 minutes, we're going to be able to sound the all clear for our viewing area, the 3 News viewing area. Let's see. Here's Jennifer, what she has to say. Just started raining south of Carrollton. Just started raining south of Carrollton. All right. What about Ashland, Ohio? Michelle wants to know. Ashland, you've got some steady, moderate rainfall, and you've got some gusty winds above 40 miles per hour. You are not in the tornado warned area or the tornado watch area. And I think your severe weather threat for tornadoes is pretty much finished for now. Looks like Amber says rain and thunder now in Uhrichsville. Will Cleveland get thunderstorms tonight? Justin, I would say watch between the hours of 8 and 9 p.m. for the actual cold front to come in. That cold front, even though we're not expecting big time severe thunderstorms with it, you're going to have gusty rain showers that could pull down some of those upper level winds or mid-level winds that are 60 mile per hour plus. So I'm saying there could be a severe thunderstorm warning issued for this front that's coming through later on this evening, because these gusty showers are pulling down 50 plus mile an hour winds, at least 40, okay, at least 40 mile per hour. Let's see what we got here. Amber says spooky clouds in Uhrichsville. Canton, storms are moving past you now. Let me know if what you saw in Canton over the last 20 minutes, because that, I think you fared well. I think you're okay for severe thunderstorms for the rest of the afternoon. You still have thundery weather moving in, but I think your severe weather threat is dropping. Heavy rain and thunder in Alliance, says Christina. Thank you for that. How is Weirton looking? Weirton is looking, well, you can see Weirton right here. You can see these thundery cells moving in. And basically, Weirton, I want to show you the storms that are moving into Cambridge with the 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. That's headed right to Weirton. But you've got a couple of storms to get through first. The first batch of storms moves through very, very shortly, probably within the next 20 minutes or so. You have that first batch of storms, and you've got severe thunderstorm warnings all around you on these cells. So Weirton, I think you're going to have severe weather, damaging straight line winds. Will one of these drop a tornado near Weirton? It's a possibility. You're under a tornado watch until 8 p.m. We'll have to wait and see. But all of that severe weather that's just south and west of you is headed toward Weirton. Okay? West Virginia. Moving your way. You can see it right there. Look at all these severe thunderstorms popping up. Warnings. Michelle says here in Alliance, the rain is less heavy. Sky's starting to lighten back up a bit. Good news. Alliance, you've got those thundery cells moving in, but they're going to move out very, very shortly. And I think we're going to be able to sound the all clear for severe weather for Stark County once we get these storms out of here. Waiting for the first tornado warning. And I think the first tornado warning is either going to be this storm up here, moving into western Pennsylvania. You've got this Greenville storm that's moving into western Pennsylvania now that's also starting to show a little hook echo on it. That's a possibility for our first tornado warning. These storm cells here, I think as they move, they're out of the viewing area and they're not going to impact the viewing area. But this storm that just crossed Interstate 77, right down in here, moving toward Barnesville, these are severe, and they could easily drop a little weak tornado on you, EF0, EF1, as they move north and east toward Wheeling, toward Flushing, toward Tiltonsville. All right. So let's check these out. This is a 60 mile an hour, 1 inch hail, severe thunderstorm warning. that expires in 32 minutes. By my clock, it is 2:42. Here is another severe thunderstorm. Now, it's no longer a considerable tag on any of these storms, so that's great news. Still 60-mile-an-hour winds, so you got one severe thunderstorm warning right there. Here, let's pull this one in. So you got this one here. This one is moving at 51 miles per hour. These are starting to accelerate. So you got your severe thunderstorm warning until 2:45. This is for Tuscarawas County. This one's moving at 51 miles per hour toward the north and east. Uhrichsville, Dover, New Philly. You've got this one down here. Let's put a watch or a warning on it. This one's moving northeast at 48 miles per hour. This one near Cambridge, right in here. This one right in here. 48 miles per hour. These are starting to speed up. You've got 60-mile-an-hour winds on that one. Here's this one, 60-mile-an-hour winds. This one's moving northeast at 53 miles per hour. Of course, this one out ahead of everybody is moving northeast at 46 miles per hour. Again, all of these with 60-mile-an-hour wind tags on them. Here's our storm that moved out of Canton. The one storm that was wrapping in this way toward Alliance is beginning to weaken, and this storm here that was out ahead of it has strengthened just a little bit. It's got some hail in it, probably. It's moving up toward Lisbon and Salem. There's no severe weather warnings on it. This one over here has got a little hook on this one. It's got some hail in it. See, we will wait and see. First tornado warnings. We are almost ready to sound the all clear. Almost ready to sound the all clear, which is good, which is really, really good. You know, if you joined us on 3 News yesterday, Betsy and I were telling you that this was going to be a close on the edge type of event for us, and that the best chance for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes was going to be south and east of Greater Cleveland and Akron, in our southeastern counties, even south and east of the viewing area. And this is exactly how it's playing out here. You can see this is live radar data where you have the worst of the weather. It's not in Cleveland, thankfully. It's not in Akron, although you're getting thundery weather. You're going to get some moderate to heavy rain in Akron here in the next 20 minutes. You're going to have some gusty winds as well. You're going to see wind gusts to, say, 40 to 50 miles per hour out of this. You still got a lot of wind there. This Tuscarawas County in the clear. So Susie, is Tuscarawas County in the clear? No, not yet. You've got this line going through. I'm not sure where you live, Susie, but you got this line right now going through Tuscarawas County. Right here. This line going through. Right there. I didn't turn the lightning data on. I didn't want it. There's lightning out there. You see that 0 strikes thing. There's lightning in all of these thunderstorms, a lot of it, but I didn't turn the lightning data on because it really messes up. It gets all over the screen. It blocks the view. So Tuscarawas County right in here, you've got the severe thunderstorm warning out and about ready to expire. It is 2:46. So that one, good news, that severe thunderstorm warning for Tuscarawas County has expired. That is great, great news. We are just a few minutes away of being able to sound the all clear for our viewing area. We want to make sure the Youngstown area gets out of it. Stark County looks good now as far as severe weather goes. You're still going to have some thunderstorms. Tuscarawas County, no longer a severe weather warning for you, and those bigger storms are sliding to the south of you in Dover and New Philly. So like seeing that. That is great news here. How's everybody feeling today? I think we're almost ready to sound the all clear. So many of you joining us today. I really love seeing this. Wait, we're not quite there yet. All right, not quite there yet. I'm still actually waiting to get one tornado warning out of these cells. So far, I think the best chance is this one up moving toward Butler, Pennsylvania. There's another one to the north, moving toward Oil City, moving through Greenville there. Has a little spin on the back of it. These cells down here, watch this Barnesville cell. This one's starting to feed off some really good moisture and spin. This one here near Barnesville, as it moves up toward the Ohio River, again, outside of our viewing area, could easily drop something, okay? Could easily drop something. Susie in Sugar Creek. I think you're good, Susie. I think that things are quieting down for you. You're still going to have some rain, could be heavy at times. You're still going to have some very gusty winds through the evening because the cold front still has not arrived yet. The cold front isn't coming in through until after dark, probably 8, 9, 10 o'clock, okay? Thompson's good in Geauga County. You got some rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder. You got some gusty winds to 40 miles per hour, but no tornadoes. And the threat for severe thunderstorms is very, very, very minimal, okay? Michelle, feeling better, but will be awesome when you hit all clear. Thanks for being here. I love it. I'm so glad you're all here. I mean, the Facebook crowd is great, but the YouTube crowd is awesome. I know we have folks watching on Instagram and LinkedIn. The feed is going to LinkedIn as well. So it's really good stuff. Vicki in Carrollton. Okay. Vicki in Carrollton, you still have storms moving in. You still have storms. And you had all of that damage. Vicki, what kind of damage are you hearing for downtown Carrollton? We have this thunderstorm wind damage report, number of trees and power lines down across the city of Carrollton. They had that monster severe thunderstorm move through, which is now in western Pennsylvania, sliding on in. So this Barnesville cluster down here, this one is really starting to spin. This one down here, well to our south in southern Ohio, this one's got a real good hook starting to form on it. So if you're going to see a tornado, it's going to be south of our viewing area. South, Canton, Stark County, we can sound the all clear for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes for you. You're out of the woods. You're released. Stark County, thumbs up. Thumbs up for Stark County. If you're in Stark County right now, give me a thumbs up. Jason Gates from YouTube. Love having you here, man. Thank you so much for watching there. If you're in Stark County, give me a thumbs up. All right. You're out of the clear. Thank you, Suzanne. Appreciate it. You're in the all clear in Summit County. Give me a thumbs up in Summit County. Columbiana County, not all clear. Sorry. No thumbs up for you. Jackie, thanks for that. I love it. Ashtabula County, you're in the all clear. Portage County, all clear. Lorain County, you're in the clear. Medina County, in the clear. Geauga County, Lake County, you're in the clear. Not to say you're not going to hear thunder. You're going to get some more rain. Gusty winds above 40 miles per hour, okay? But severe weather tornadoes, you're in the clear. Wayne County, Holmes County, you're in the clear for severe weather and tornadoes. All right, Ashland, Richland County, Erie, Huron counties, you're in the clear for severe weather and tornadoes. Carroll County, not so much. Not so much in the clear because, and here's Carroll County, you got these very strong thunderstorms moving through. You've already had wind damage right in downtown Carrollton. You've already had wind damage. And now you've got these other thunder cells coming in. They're strong. There's no severe weather warnings on those at this moment in time. But you're going to get more heavy weather, more high rain, or more high wind gusts above 40 miles per hour. More heavy rain could cause some potential brief flooding. And then you've got these other storms. That's what I want to say. Near Kimbolton, got severe thunderstorm warnings on those. But they're just south of the viewing area. No tornado warnings yet. Good news. Good news. Millersburg, you're hearing thunder. You're seeing some rain. You're having some gusty winds, but you are out of the woods. Thumbs up for Holmes County as far as severe weather goes. Waiting for the first tornado warning. And if I'm a betting guy, I'm thinking this one down here, this one over here in Western PA right there, or this one down here near Nelsonville, right in there. Those would be the three that I would watch for tornadic activity. Farther to the north, this one, okay. That one up here near just south of Meadville, pardon me, possibility. But the other ones, I'm not expecting tornadoes on. Almost ready to sound the all clear for Tuscarawas County. And even though there are severe thunderstorms to the south, They look to remain south of our viewing area from here on out. Just a couple more scans here, and I think we'll sound the all clear. These storms that have moved up into the Youngstown area, they got in each other's way. Remember I was talking about the storms that were doing the dance in Stark County? Well, they did the dance and they kind of destroyed each other. So they're strong, but they're not severe. Some heavy rain, some lightning, some gusty winds to 40 miles per hour, but that's about it there, okay? That's the Youngstown area, Salem area. That's good news there. Some rain, some rumbles of thunder. Look at that. There it is, these big old cells. They're getting in each other's way now. They're starting to interrupt each other. And it's harder to get tornadoes to form when you got 5 or 6 thunderstorms within 50 miles of each other, all competing for the same energy, all competing for the same atmosphere. And they're going to kind of cancel each other out. They're going to soften each other's edges a little bit. So, and that's what we're seeing. I mean, there's still formidable storms with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. But as far as one popping a tornado, again, you got this one near Barnesville that's spinning. You got this one down here pulling north of Athens. Athens, okay. If you got kids at school in Athens, they're okay. It's moving by. All right. That one there, near Barnesville there, and then the one over here in Western PA. That one's all by itself. So that one, it's all by itself pretty much. This one here, Elwood City, Prospect. It's a pretty big storm. This storm here, the Columbiana County storm, non-severe, some gusty winds, some very heavy rain, maybe a tiny bit of hail. Whoop. All right. Carrollton got slammed with wind damage from that first cell that went through right there. Was it a tornado? I mean, it had a little hook on it as it moved through. That's going to be up to the NWS crews to go in. Here's what I'm talking about. I'm taking you back. I'm stopping you. This is 148. Now, this is right before, you've got some hail in there. Now, right in here, as it's moving through Carrollton, if you notice, follow my cursor, right in here, you've got a little tiny appendage right there. Could that have been a little weak tornado? That'll be up to the National Weather Service in Pittsburgh to determine. But the wind damage came in right about that time. We had that tiny little hook there. See it there? There's a little hook. Right in there, there's a hook. See that? There's a hook there. So that, we're going to wait and see. We'll see if Pittsburgh National Weather Service goes out and does a survey, because you did have a ton of wind damage. Trees, power lines down across the city of Carrollton. Could it have been a weak tornado? Absolutely could have, based on just radar data. Just a precursory glance at radar. All right, I'm going to show the base velocity. We gotta load it. It's got to load. Okay, here it comes back. So what do I see here on our base velocity? Right in here near Carrollton, you definitely have some very high winds right in here. And those look like straight line winds. Doing a little more in depth. All right. Let's just put a beat over this. Okay, this is near 70-mile-an-hour winds right there. My hunch is that this is straight line wind damage looking at the velocity data right now rather than tornadic. Because if the damage is right over downtown Carrollton, this is where you have near 70-mile-an-hour winds right in here, okay? So my hunch right now would be to call that straight line wind damage moving through Carrollton. You had that little hook, but okay, that doesn't really show that it did anything there. Okay, that's just a preliminary, examination of that event. It looks like it was a straight line wind damage. All right, let's get our velocities back up. Radar's got to reload. Reload. There was our tornado warning right there, coming out of Lancaster just to the east of Columbus. That was our first tornado warning there, but that was earlier. That was, it says 139, and then that quickly kind of faded out. Trying to get our radar to reload. It takes a little time. A lot of data going in, a lot of data. All right. All right, let's bring it back up. There we go. There we go. Current radar, Dover, New Philly. I think you're done with the severe weather in Dover, New Philly. I really do. You got Carroll County under a new severe thunderstorm warning right here. Let's show you that one. You got, this one's moving north and east at 53 miles per hour. You got some small hail in there, but the main threat would be damaging straight line winds to 60 miles per hour across Carroll County. And that would move in toward Columbiana County next. But the Dover, New Philly area, you're almost out of the woods here. We're almost ready to sound the all clear for the entire viewing area for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms. Love that. So again, I said at the beginning, even though we had a tornado watch that's in effect until 8 p.m., probably not going to need it. Okay, here's an eyewitness. The roads are covered in tree and power lines in Carrollton. You're talking right downtown. Are you right? Am I right, Jeanette? 2nd to 7th Street in downtown Carrollton. Okay, so by my quick little glance at radar data, it looks like you had a little microburst there that produced some 70-mile-an-hour winds that took down some trees and power lines. Okay, to me, that does not look like tornadic damage, so that's good. Well, it's not good. You got some cleanup to do there, okay? Okay, let's see. Steve is here. Great info. I appreciate that. All clear here at Lake Mohawk. My YouTube channel, Steve, is Mark J. Weather. Mark J. Weather. There's a Mark Johnson YouTube site. Either one of those. Mark Johnson or Mark J. Weather. It's going to be the one you want. I don't know why I'm so stuffy today. Anyone else stuffy? Raise your hand. Are you stuffy out there? Thank you for the likes and the shares and the comments. This really helps get the word out, and the algorithms recognize that, and they send this out to more people in the area that may need to hear this information. So that's good news. Becky says, thunder is really booming. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for being here, Steve. Appreciate it. So Carrollton appears to have bore the brunt of the severe weather so far. And unfortunately for our friends in Carroll County, you've got another severe thunder cell moving in, actually a line with some large hail here. That's moving right in, plus some potential 60-plus-mile-an-hour winds. Moving on in. All right. Okay. Severe weather potential, Stone Creek, Dover, New Philly area. Is it over? The severe weather threat is almost done. In another 10 minutes. Actually, Stone Creek, you're fine. Stone Creek, you're good. Stone Creek. New Philly is good. Yep, New Philly is good, Mary. Thundery weather to your east and south. Outside of Uhrichsville, strong thunderstorm, heavy rain, light winds. Okay. This is Uhrichsville. It's right over you right now. You are technically still under a severe thunderstorm warning, but it is just moving by, and it will be out here in the next 5 minutes or so. Some thundery weather behind it and some brief heavy rain, as you can see, but non-severe. Still no tornado warnings as of this moment. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. Right now, it's Carroll County and Columbiana counties that are going to be feeling the effects of these severe thunderstorms. All right. And the rest of the viewing area, I can say there'll be thundery weather. There'll be gusty winds to 40 miles per hour, but the tornado threat is done. The severe thunderstorm threat is done. Canton, you're out of the woods. Akron, you're good. Kent, Ravenna, you're good. Cleveland, Chardon, Burton, Madison, Perry, Paynesville, you're out of the woods. Ashtabula, Jefferson, and Andover, you're good. Thumbs up. No severe weather for you. Lorain, Medina, Millersburg, Worcester. Heavier rains moving in. Maybe some rumbles of thunder, some gusty winds to 40, but no severe thunderstorms and no tornadoes for you. That threat is done. threat is over. South here is where we're watching. Akron Canton airports, good. All right, just some thundery weather coming in, some moderate to briefly heavy rain. But the severe weather threat is where you see this line of big old thunderstorms, okay? Big old thunderstorms. I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. Time flies. Getting back into the swing of things here as we get into severe weather season. But I will tell you this. Winter's not done, unfortunately. We're going to be warm. And I will say this to all of you who have stuck it out and are here with me still right now, and you can share this with your friends and family. There's the potential for another severe weather threat Tuesday night into Wednesday of this coming week. Temps are going to stay mild until Wednesday. Another strong front's going to come through, and the timing of that front will dictate if we have severe weather again. If that front holds off until the afternoon hours on Wednesday, we get warm out ahead of the front, we get windy, we get humid, and we could have some more thunderstorms firing up. But it's far enough away where we can't say for certain what's going to happen. But if you're wanting more thunderstorm activity, I would say watch for Tuesday night through at least part of the day on Wednesday. Is Youngstown okay? I love this. This is from my YouTube channel. Is Youngstown okay? Nikki. Well, Youngstown is right up here. And the answer is Youngstown, no severe thunderstorms for you. You are also out of the woods for tornadoes and severe weather. That's great news for Youngstown. No tornadoes for you. Poor Carrollton. I really feel bad for Carrollton. You're getting some very, very high winds right now. In fact, I do want to zoom on in. You're going to have some hail moving in right now. I'm going to go to our velocity. It's starting to rain here at my house. Okay, there's your velocity. And we can actually do some measurements on this. All right, let's do some measurements on this. Come on. This is probe mode. Boop. Come on, where's my probe mode then, huh? You know, sometimes me and the computer have a little fight. And that happens every once in a while. There we go. Okay, so here in these cells, you got 62 mile an hour winds just south of Carrollton this time. This is coming from the Pittsburgh radar. All right, let's show it to you again. Boom. Okay, so you got moving into Carrollton. The wind speeds are less. You still have gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour there. There's a 51. And this is good data coming in from the radar from Pittsburgh. So you got 50 plus mile an hour winds there, okay? Got a little bit of a rotation there, but not seeing anything I'm worried about, okay? Slide on down in here. Again, there's 65 mile an hour wind gusts. That's nasty. That's in southern Tuscarawas County now. 65 mile an hour wind gusts. As measured by, 66. Measured by the Pittsburgh radar. So that's wind damage occurring there. That's wind damage. Wind damage across southern Tuscarawas County is possible. And again, over here in Carroll County. Elsewhere, no tornado warnings. Great news. Don't want to see it. Let's go back to our reflectivity. This is the actual raindrops. Now we're loading it up. Loading it up. Very, very strong thunderstorms. But they're moving out of our viewing area. Carroll County, Columbiana County, Tuscarawas County are almost there. Almost there. All right, almost out of the woods. Mayfield Heights is good. Rain showers, Cindy. Maybe some rumbles of thunder and wind gusts to 40 miles per hour. And again, the cold front doesn't arrive until 8 p.m. or after. So there still could be some rain showers, a rumble of thunder, and some very, very gusty winds with the actual cold front later on this evening. These are kind of two separate lines. The best chance for severe weather is with this line moving through right now. But the actual cold front itself is going to bring in some wind gusts, some pretty strong ones, okay? Could interrupt your power a little bit. So until that front comes by, things are still a little bit dicey, if you will, with the wind and even some rain and rumbles of thunder. Mayfield Heights, yes, you're good. Dylan, should severe storms from Medina and west of that be done for the day? As far as tornadoes go, the answer, Dylan, is yes. As far as damaging wind gusts above 60 miles per hour, the answer to that is yes. Okay. As far as wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour, you still have that issue coming your way later on this evening. So it's still going to get real gusty. All right. Michelle, sticking it out in Columbiana County. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And our poor friends in Carroll County have been just getting hammered today. Wind damage, trees and power lines down all across town in Carrollton. But it looks like, based on radar data, that was a microburst straight line wind damage. It does not look like that was a tornado, even though on that particular thunder cell that moved through Carrollton, there was a little tiny hook on it, but no indication that that was a tornado, okay? No indication that that was a tornado. Is Youngstown okay? Youngstown, yeah, we're going to sound the all clear. Youngstown, you are okay. It's Columbiana and Carroll County now. Tuscarawas County, you got that little sliver of severe weather, 65-mile-an-hour winds in the southern portion of your county. But I think once these storms get out of Carrollton, I think we're going to be able to sound reasonable all clear there. Okay, reasonable all clear. This is very interesting up here. Let's zoom on in. It's like almost a little area of low pressure right here, Worcester to Shreve. I'm going to go back to the Cleveland radar site. Okay, real quick. Let's go back and turn on Cleveland. Let it load. Let's see what we're seeing. Okay. Worcester's good. Worcester's good. Just checking Medina. Checking Greater Cleveland, Mayfield, Mentor. You got some rain, some gusty winds. Down into Worcester, Lodi, Congress, Galion, Mansfield, rain and gusty winds. Your severe thunderstorms are here. Almost ready to sound the all clear. And wait till the next round of severe storms, okay? Maybe next week, but maybe not until late March, early April, the way things are looking. Because cold air is coming back in. That's what I was starting to tell you. Cold air is coming back in. The middle of the month, we're going to get chilly again. We'll flirt with some snowflakes. We'll flirt with temps in the 40s, maybe a few 50-degree highs, but definitely lows in the 30s, 20s, and the potential increasing for a little bit of snow. We're not done with snow yet. Not done with snow yet. Bex's thoughts are with those in Carrollton. Hope everyone is safe and heeding the warnings if able. Absolutely right. Don't you folks love the comments here? I mean, you guys are doing great with the comments, but the fact that we can bring them up and put them on and let everybody see. Regina, not too bad here in Homerville, Lodi, raining on and off, some wind, but not extreme. Very soggy lawn, 100%. See, Sasha said some roads are holding all of this rain. Yeah, be careful. Hydroplaning and puddles. And you hit one of those puddles, and guess what? How about Chesterland? In all caps. Susan, good news in Chesterland. You just have rain and some gusty winds. You're not under a tornado threat or a severe thunderstorm threat, okay? Good news there. Let's see. Is Lyndhurst safe for the rest of the day? Yes. Yes, as far as tornadoes go and severe thunderstorms, absolutely. Absolutely. Is Beaver and Vanport okay? Severe thunderstorms moving in. No tornado warnings on these storms, but definitely wind gusts to 60 miles per hour, even some higher for your area there, okay? That's what we're looking at. All right, Carrollton, I want to zoom back in and see what's going on with you right now. We are about ready to say, Carrollton, the storms, the worst of the storms are by you. And that's what we want to be able to say. Not to say you're done with thunderstorms, but the severe weather threat is done. And thankfully, so far, we only had the one tornado warning. It was just to the southeast of Columbus, and that was like 1:30 this afternoon. No reports. Well, let's see. We do have in that area thunderstorm wind damage. A tree blew down onto a swing set. Okay. And this one over here, large tree branches down. All right. So these are the damage reports that are coming in from that area where we had the potential tornado warning. Large tree branches down in the White Cottage area. It doesn't sound like a tornado. Let's see what about here. 62-mile-an-hour wind gust. And that was from an automated measuring center. What else here? Looks like we had some hail. 1-inch hail reported in Fairfield, Ohio. Looks like hail here as well. 1-inch hail in Perry, Ohio. That was not the Perry in Stark County, or not the Perry in Lake County, or not the Perry in Ottawa County. That's a different Perry. There's lots of Perrys. Okay, so there it is. Waiting for the storm to exit Carroll County, Columbiana County. Yep, you've got some heavier weather moving your way, but right now, tornadoes do not appear likely in our viewing area, and that's the best news of the day. Severe weather threat is fading and moving off toward the east relatively quickly. I can't rule out more thundery weather. Okay, I can't rule out wind gusts to 40 miles per hour, maybe a little higher, especially with the cold front later on this evening. But all in all, severe weather threat going away. Anyone else need any info here before I say good night for our first spring weather stream of the year? Severe weather stream. Stowe, Ohio is good. Beck, I appreciate that. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone. How is Stowe, Ohio? Marlene, you're good. No severe weather, no tornadoes for Stowe. Summit County, all clear for tornadoes and severe damaging straight line winds, at least from this line. And I'm not anticipating severe weather with the actual cold front, even though we could have some gusty winds. We'll wait and see. Okay. Thoughts are with those in Carrollton. Yep, absolutely. Okay, everybody. This has been good. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate everybody here. Listen, all of you, how about Alliance? Alliance is good. Stark County's out of the woods. Again, some thundery weather and some rain potentially still for Stark County, but no tornadoes and no 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. All right? Love it. Love having you all here. Thank you very, very much. I'm incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. I just want you all to know 3 News is my home, and we have an incredible weather team at 3 News, and we are going to be there for you all summer. So make sure that you are watching 3 News every day. I'm on at 5 and 7 and 11, sometimes at 6, sometimes at 4, but you've got a great, incredible weather crew over there. Betsy, and you've got Matt, and you've got Anthony, and you've got Jessica. So please make sure that you are tuning into 3 News for all of us. We're here for you. Have a safe day, everybody. Carrollton, cleanup begins, but wait for the storms to go by. Be safe, everyone. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you. Grateful. Prayers for all of you.